to the summer league though. Who we had next? Donovan Clingan. He had a little bit of hype. That's the only reason I put him on my list. He had a little bit of hype. He was supposed to go higher, and I forgot what happened, but ended up dropping a little bit low there. I actually don't remember what team he got drafted to. What team did he get drafted to?
I'm gonna be real with you. I know Zach Edey went to Memphis. I know Utah got Filipowski. I don't remember where Klingan went.
Well, you guys look it up while I talk. But
Portland, I think.
Portland. Yep, that is correct. But he's averaging 6.5 points, which is a little underwhelming. But 12 rebounds, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I have it pulled up. I think he's leading the summer league in rebounds per game. 4 blocks per game. 4 blocks per game and 27% from the field, which is yet another summer league rookie top pick that is just not knocking down shots. What do you guys think it is? Like, why?
What's his comparison?
I don't know.
He didn't really have a comparison. I think it was Zubac that they mentioned. It was not
Edey.
Lively. He was not a high flyer.
Edey was Zubac.
Really?
But I think Klingan was too.
Klingan NBA comparison. But what do you guys think? Is he exceeding expectations, meeting expectations, below expectations?
Big men take a long time to kind of come into their own. So I don't judge a big man until like their second or third year. But I think the upside is those blocks and those rebounds. And I think any big man who's active and hustles for rebounds and is over 7'2" is a big man who's going to get paid. Blocking shots and getting rebounds as a big man.
You're right.
Rim running is a great. And I don't know if he's rim running because, again, there's another player I didn't really keep up with. But I think with what Nas is telling me, I think plus-minus will be great for him.
This random website. Well, actually, this is not a random website. This is Bleacher Report. It looked weird, but their comparison is Jacob Podol, Walker Kessler, and Ivica Zubac, which all adds up considering he's having 12 rebounds and four blocks.
Big men who are active down low, rebounding,
not really athletic.
Yeah.
They said the best team fits for him would have been Wizards, Hornets, Memphis, or Atlanta, so they got that wrong for sure. All of them passed on him, I believe.
I think those would have been the best fits for him, though. That's the worst part. He just didn't go there.
I think the Grizzlies would have been great for him.
I don't think so either. I think he would have been. I think he would have been a better. Zach Edey went to the.
Yeah, he'd play right where Edey is.
Yeah, I think he would have been better than Zach Edey though, for what they offered because they had What's his name?
They had Steven Adams, and that's right up the realm of the players that we just named. I think the players we named are probably better defenders than Steven Adams is. But at the same time, I think he would have fit perfect right there. Pick and roll.
The Grizzlies?
Yeah,
I think so.
They got Zach Edey. I think they got Zach Edey for the pick and rolls and the dives that they're going to have to chart. They're going to have to guard a 7-foot guy. I
think they're preparing to get off of Ayton. I think that's what their goal is.
Oh, yeah, that's every team's goal.
I never understood why Zach Edey is considered like this pick and roll guy. Over 85% of his shots were in the post last year.
He was posting up
posted
everybody.
Or not that last year, but this year, like he's never shown that he could play the pick and roll.
Yeah, man.
So
I didn't like that pick for the Grizzlies at all. I did not like that pick for the Grizzlies.
I don't know what they plan on doing with him. I don't think he's gonna be like a big role with them just yet. I think he ends up in the G League, but I guess we'll end up and see another player that had a lot of hype. That's doing pretty decent. Started kind of rough. But Knecht, he's actually played 5 games. The Lakers have played a lot of games in the summer league so far.
These players have played a lot of games more than I'm used to top picks playing.
Now, these other guys that I have on the list only played 3 games. All the players that I've mentioned so far have only played in the Cali Classic. They weren't there for Vegas or the other way around. Which one are we currently in? Are we in Vegas right now or are we in Cali?
The first one's Cali.
The first one's Cali, yeah. All these guys only played in Vegas. Knecht played in both. He's averaging 17.5 points, 4 rebounds, 35% from the field, 34% from 3. So I would say that I think it's pretty good to say I think he's exceeding expectations, probably.
Especially in Cali, he shot 41% from 3.
His efficiency could definitely be a lot better, but 34% from 3 is a good building block. I would say 35% from the field is probably not, but 34.
And those aren't off like plays that are set up for him. Those aren't off like I said, schemes that are set up for him. And that's not LeBron getting you the ball wide open either.
Yeah, he gives me Doug McDermott vibes.
I think he's got better feet than Doug did, and also
he's more athletic.
Yeah, he's a willing defender.
He's a willing defender, and he doesn't care if he gets crossed up. He gets back, and I think that's a good sign. I like that Dirk McDermott comparison, but I think think he's man. Oh, man, they're about to kill me. But I like Klay Thompson a little bit.
Oh,
Bro,
Jesus
what?
Christ.
Just smaller, just as willing to defend, and also being a really, really good 3-point
He
shooter.
doesn't have the mid-range game that Klay came in
Not
with,
yet.
or the defensive game.
I
That's
don't
like
think
a big
Klay was
difference.
a great defender coming into the league. Like a really good defender. I know he was a good defender coming into his own, but coming into the league, I don't think he was known as like a ball stopper.
Nah, Clay was definitely came into the league as a two-way player for sure.
Because even at Tennessee, Knecht wasn't known as a defender.
No,
known
he's
as
never-
a purely offensive guy.
Yeah, Knecht is not a defender at all. That's one of his cons is can he defend at the NBA level?
Kyle Korver as well. I got a lot of Kyle Korver.
That's why I said Doug McDermott. Doug McDermott was that high-volume college player that averaged a lot of points, shot a lot of shots, and
Finish too. Very
yeah,
well.
and I think he can play that role. I think if he can play even slightly better than Doug McDermott, he's a perfect fit for the Lakers. They need that floor
I think
spacing.
he's a better upside than Doug McDermott, though.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
He's
He
more
is
of a
old
journeyman.
coming in though. He's not young. Just
Yeah, he's
remember that,
23.
too.
He did 2 years of JUCO, 3
That
years of
helps him out
D1.
a lot, though. That helps
It
him out
helps
with
and it
his
hurts
body.
his-
Yeah, it helps him fit into a team that's trying to contend immediately,
Yeah.
but it does diminish his value overall. But
Like later on, but that just depends on how good he plays.
yeah, true.
He still
We've seen
has-
23-year-olds come in and they've killed it. It's possible. Fred VanVleet, I'm pretty sure he came in at what, 22?
Wichita State, right?
Yeah, 'cause he was
Yeah,
undrafted.
Fred VanVleet was pretty old too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think Fred VanVleet's. I think he might be older than 31, bro.
They don't get older than Pablo Prigioni though. But
That was wild. 35. And he was balling though. He hit the ground running. So I think that age thing and playing basketball, like
he's a seasoned vet though. Like
Yeah.
he was an overseas player and
but-
he had been in the league
Same with
forever.
Sabonis.
But that just kind of plays into what we're saying.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
4 years are.
No, I
gonna be
agree.
very
When you're trying to compete, yeah, it is not a terrible idea to go for an older player for sure. And then last but not least, from the summer league, I had one player that I had noticed. I had no intention of really mentioning him until I realized. But Jonathan Miller, who's actually a 2023 second round pick, he wasn't drafted this year, so he's going into his second year in the league. He was an 48th pick overall, so 18th pick in the second round by the Clippers. He's actually averaging 26.5 points per game, 4.5 rebounds, 1.5 assists. He's shooting 54% from the field and 57% from three. So never knew who he was, but he is balling out. We don't got to worry about anything, conversations about him, because I'm sure we didn't have any plans on talking about some random player from last year. But I was looking at the stats for the summer league, and he stuck out to me. So I was like, definitely let me give him a shout out. So shout out to Jordan Miller for balling out. He might just be the summer league MVP
Question.
if they do those things.
You know his backstory? It seems interesting. Why did he stay a year before he came in? Like, was he overseas?
I don't know anything about him, to be honest.
Yeah.
I didn't look at that further. All I saw was stats, and I was like, oh, snap, he's balling out. And I put him on my list.
In the words of Little Reese, I got to do my homework.
Who?
I gotta do